Holy shit. Let's do that again. That was a weak dab. But chat, we're here. We're live yet again. We've been going live almost like every day. Every day that I can, at least. We got the videos for today out. Dexter tomorrow. It's gonna be peak. I'm excited. I'm actually excited for Dexter. It's getting good. The Trinity Killer. It's gonna be peak. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Community today was probably the best episode of the show so far. It was peak. It was great. Same with Sopranos. I mean, it wasn't the best episode of the show, but it was a pretty decent episode to say the least. Yeah, man. We got peak television. Peak television all year round, baby. All year round, 24/7. But we also got a movie poll going over on the community tab. Got some votes in it so far. We got about 27 votes. Currently winning, though, is The Glass Onion, which, honestly, I'm okay with because I need to watch that movie. I love the first one, and the second one has an even better cast with, like, Edward Norton and Dave Bautista. Like, come on now. So, yeah, that'll probably be the next movie reaction. Very excited for that. Made some good money on baseball last night. And a little bit on baseball, baby. Or not baseball, basketball. Had that Gunnar Henderson home run. That felt good. That felt so good. Oh. I feel like the camera is not right, but that's okay. But yeah, y'all, we're going to fill out our March Madness bracket here live. I don't think I made one on stream last year. I made one last year, but I didn't make it on stream. So this will be fun. And I was doing my quote-unquote research today. I mean, most of the teams are pretty obvious. You kind of have an idea of who's going to win. Obviously, there's going to be the upsets just because it's March Madness. But, like, at the same time, there's no team that necessarily stands out. I mean, there's the juggernauts, but like when it comes to like star players and storylines and whatnot, there's not a lot of that. There's not. I mean, there's some, obviously, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited though. March Madness is always a good time. This last weekend was a really good end of pre-March Madness. It was really good. It was madness, to say the least. Arkansas winning. Arkansas. Are you, Rob, are you one of the people who pronounces Arkansas Arkansas or Arkansas? I'll say most people who call Arkansas Arkansas are non-Kansan or non-Midwestern. I would assume most people in places like California and like New York on the each ends of the coast probably call Arkansas Arkansas, which, I mean, I don't really hate. You look at it and it's like, yeah, that's Arkansas. Arkansas. Yeah, there we go. Let's peak. But especially as a kid, whenever I thought about that, whenever I thought about that as a kid, I was like, okay, should we be pronounced Kansas then? That was so stupid. But, yeah, no, I think we should just get into the bracket, shall we? Should we just get it right into it, folks? Just lock her in right off the bat. There we go. Okay. We had it locked in. There we go. Let's start with the East. Mainly because I don't want to zoom it out. Here, we'll zoom it out like that. Oh, wrong thing. There we go. We'll have it that. Here we go, folks. The big March Madness. It's time. It's fucking time, folks. So, Duke and Siena. Obviously, Duke's going to win. I don't think I have Duke going that far, specifically because they have to play Ohio State or TCU, which could be definitely teams that could beat Duke. But into that next game of Ohio State and TCU, I think TCU is a little better team. St. John's, Northern Iowa. I want Northern Iowa to win just because Northern Iowa is fun. They kind of did good in college football. Like, they had a fun little season. College basketball, on the other hand, they're not those. They're not that guy. They're not those guys, I should say. So St. John, it's going to be St. John's versus Kansas, and St. John's is going to beat Kansas. But honestly, Cal Baptist has a chance against Kansas. That's for sure. Do not count Kansas in. Don't count them in because they fucking suck this year. They're dog shit. Darren Peterson's the only good player in. I don't know. I mean, they have good players. They have good defense. Sometimes. Louisville versus South Florida. South Florida had a fun win against Wichita State. They destroyed Wichita State. Wait, did they play you? Wait. They did play South Florida. Why? I feel like that doesn't make sense. But yeah, South Florida kicked the shit out of Wichita State. Wichita State's not that good. I mean, they're better than what they've been over the last decade since the last time they were in this opportunity with Ron Baker and Fred VanVleet, those guys. But now they got not a lot of guys. Louisville is going to beat South Florida, though. Obviously. Michigan State versus North Dakota State. North Dakota State could do something, but Michigan State's going to win. UCF versus UCLA. I think this is the big upset so far that we're going to get, and it's going to be UCF. UCF is going to be UCLA. Now, UCLA is known for, having that March vibe. They're definitely that team, but UCF, they're going to come in and they're going to upset them. Furman's going to beat UConn. No, I'm kidding. UConn will win, obviously. Florida versus whoever these two. Obviously, Florida's going to win. Clemson versus Iowa. Iowa making it back into the tourney. Obviously fun. And don't they have a pretty good defense? But Clemson's a little better. I hate 8-9 matchups. So who did I choose over here? I chose TCU, so I'm going to choose Clemson in this one. There's got to be a little bit of duality magic going on here, right, chat? Vanderbilt versus McNeese. Does Vanderbilt lock in this year? No, because I think McNeese is coming in and taking out Vanderbilt. It's going to happen. McNeese, they actually might go all the way. No, I'm kidding. But Nebraska is in, and they're taking on Troy. Nebraska, not a bad team this year. I think they're severely overhyped, though. That's mainly just because of Twitter. For some reason, I get a lot of their fans. I get a lot of colleges, like random. It'll be like a random account from like some frat or like college, and it's some like burner account from that school. Maybe that's why I don't like it, but whatever. Troy, honestly, didn't do much looking on Troy, but I feel like Troy could upset Nebraska just because fuck them, right? Just kidding. Nebraska's probably gonna win. North Carolina versus VCU. North Carolina. UNC. We enjoy UNC basketball. And when UNC basketball does well, I feel like the country does well. Illinois versus Pennsylvania. Why do I feel like Illinois could get upset just because it's Illinois? They probably won't. But we'll see. St. Mary's versus Texas A&M. Some wants me to pick Texas A&M, but I don't think they're that good of a team. Kind of shocked they made it in, actually. Ohio State. Houston versus Idaho. Houston's going to be winning that one, folks. And let's go up to the... Wait, could you guys see all that? Okay, you could. Then we'll go to this side. And we'll move the chat over here. Even though you can't even read it. Arizona versus Long Island, Arizona. They're going to go a long way this year. Villanova versus Utah State. Another 8-9 matchup. I could see Utah State coming in there and actually making a little run for it. I could see it. I could see it. They're not getting past Arizona, but against Villanova, they could definitely beat. And Villanova is definitely known for choking in March Madness. Wisconsin versus High Point. High Point would be definitely interesting. You know, give me the High Point upset. Fuck what's Wisconsin. Gotta have March Madness by Future play in the background right now. Oh, you're not wrong. There. Alright, Arkansas versus Hawaii. Hawaii making it back into the big dance. Do they beat Arkansas, though? I think it would be fun if they did, but they won't. BYU or NC State or Texas. Does BYU... Are they really that locked in? If NC State beats Texas, I would choose BYU. But if Texas beats NC State... Because I don't think NC State's that good of a team. BYU will be NC State. But if Texas... Give me Texas just in case. So give me Texas winning tomorrow, and then also give me Texas beating BYU. Gonzaga versus Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State sucks, so give me Gonzaga. Miami versus Missouri. In St. Louis, they have home court advantage. And for that reason, give me Missouri. For that reason, give me Missouri. That's the only reason. Honestly, don't know too much about Missouri basketball this year. Purdue's going to beat Queens. The first time Queens was eligible to make the dance. Or, was it the second year? Second year in a row that and they were eligible last year? I don't remember. It was something like that. But Purdue will win. I don't think Purdue's going to get got like they did a couple years ago. It's not happening. If they did. Michigan. Georgia versus St. Louis. St. Louis would be fun, but Georgia's going to win. Give me St. Louis. Who did I do over here? I did Utah. Give me the other 8, I guess. Duality. Texas Tech versus Akron. I'm not a big Texas Tech basketball fan, obviously. But, like, I don't think they're that good this year. To be number 5? Give me Akron. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, give me Akron. Oh, my God. Alabama versus Hofstra. Don't really know much about Hofstra. So give me Alabama. Tennessee versus Miami of Ohio or SMU. If SMU beats Miami of Ohio, that would be hilarious. Tennessee wins. But if Miami of Ohio beats SMU, I think Miami of Ohio is going to get the respect they deserve this year if they keep winning. Virginia versus Wright State. Give me Virginia. Kentucky versus Santa Clara. Give me Kentucky, but that low-key could be Santa Clara given the upset. Low-key. Low-key. Just on the lowest of keys, folks. And then give me Iowa State. Even though Iowa State is kind of ass. Even though they're number 2, I don't know. Maybe I'm a hater of Iowa State. They piss me off a lot. Alright, so we got round 2, folks. Duke versus TCU. Do we get a huge upset? Not yet. Not yet. St. John's versus KU, folks. KU loses yet again in the second round. Second or third. It's always that. Or the Sweet 16, I should say. But St. John's is going to beat KU just because KU's not good, man. And then Bill Self will probably retire. Oh, I hope not. Okay, that was fun. Black Hole Sun's a good song, too. Louisville versus Michigan State. Louisville's always an interesting team during March Madness. Michigan State, though, is really good this year, I feel like, and I think they could just they could go on a run. UCF versus UConn. UConn. I think UCF could be good, but eh. Florida versus Clemson. If there's any big upset, it's going to be Clemson over Florida. That's what's going to happen, folks. It's going to be exciting. McNeese versus Nebraska. Give me McNeese with the huge upset. Insane upsets coming up, folks. North Carolina versus Illinois. It's going to be North Carolina just because Illinois basketball tends to play down to their competition quite a bit. Houston versus St. Mary's. Give me Houston. And we'll go over here. Arizona versus Utah State. That could be a very big upset, but Arizona is a really good team this year, so not going to happen. High Point versus Arkansas. That would be hilarious. And it could be realistic, but Arkansas is going to win. Texas versus Gonzaga. Gonzaga, because they're just always a good team. But Texas, though, nah. And if it was NC State, no way. Missouri versus Purdue. Could be real upset territory. I don't think so, though. So Purdue versus Gonzaga. That'll be a good matchup for sure. Michigan versus Georgia, folks. It's going to be Michigan. Not Georgia. It's going to be Michigan. Even though Georgia's defense, low-key. On the lowest of keys. Akron versus Alabama. Give me Bama. Let's have fun with it. Let's have Akron upset Alabama just because why not? And didn't that one Alabama player get arrested? Miami of Ohio versus Virginia. We're gonna get another upset. It's gonna be Miami of Ohio. They're gonna go on a run, folks. And then Kentucky versus Iowa State. Never trust Kentucky in March Madness. They ain't doing shit, even though I don't like Iowa State. Duke versus St. John's, folks. St. John. No, I'm kidding. Duke will win. I would love that upset, but I just don't see it happening. Michigan State versus UConn. Give me Michigan State to beat UConn. Duke, Michigan State would be the most, just the most of most March Madness Final Fours of all time. Or not Final Four, Elite Eight. Or no. Yeah, Elite Eight. Clemson versus McNeese. It'll be Clemson. McNeese, though, low-key. That would be kind of fire. And then North Carolina versus Houston. Give me North Carolina because they're going to go on a little run. That's what they're going to do. That's what North Carolina does. Arizona versus Arkansas. Give me Arizona. Arizona, I feel, is just that good this year. Gonzaga will beat Purdue. Purdue's pretty good this year, but they tend to choke in the biggest moments. Michigan versus Akron. Give me Michigan. This could line up for a Michigan State, Michigan title. Miami of Ohio. This is where Miami of Ohio's run tends to leave. Where they play Iowa State. Iowa State wins. And then you kind of have, on the West and the Midwest ends, it's kind of like obvious what the final four on this end would be. The Elite Eight on this end. Michigan, Iowa State, Gonzaga, Arizona. It's like, okay, that sounds about right. I put this on the wrong one, but whatever. And then this side, you have Duke, Michigan State, which is like whatever. All right, Duke, Michigan State, Clemson, North Carolina, Michigan versus Iowa State, Arizona, and Gonzaga. So, Duke versus Michigan State. Michigan State's going to upset Duke, and it's going to be incredible. Clemson versus North Carolina. North Carolina is going to make it to the Final Four. And then Arizona versus Gonzaga. It's going to be Arizona's toughest test so far. And it's going to be Arizona. And then Michigan versus Iowa State. It's going to be Michigan. And then our Final Four, Michigan State versus North Carolina. And Arizona versus Michigan. With a real possibility of having Michigan State versus Michigan. And North Carolina is going to upset Michigan. It's going to be incredible. It's truly going to be fantasy. Because none of this is happening. But it's a lot of fun. And then Arizona versus Michigan. Arizona's finally going to make it all the way. They are. And then our final one, UNC versus Arizona. And Arizona's going to win. They're going to win 83 to 81. Bam. Arizona finally makes it. And that's that. That's beautiful, folks. That's beautiful. We'll see what happens, folks. That's going to be exciting. That's going to be exciting. I'm excited. We love March Madness time. I bet you where we good man with a broken heart. You church talk God. Actually, I need to check something first. No. I missed my moment. But I'm still putting 15 on that. That was a good amount. Damn it. That sucks. Was that plus odds? But I'm taking that. It's at 227 right now, over under 246.5 with 3.5 minutes to go. Like, I'm taking that. It's a little too high with 3 minutes to go. Go to sleep at night. Sunrise as I'm watching the sun fall. David Zaslav will receive $887 million as compensation for the Paramount brothers. Oh, really?